So today we're doing a video with Ned and his wife Ann. Will you give us an overview? So we're doing this video because Ned, since the last visit, which was your first visit, you're seeing improvements in your wrist. And so our goal is, first of all, to just establish what's been going on, meaning when were you first diagnosed and initial symptoms, but also the improvements since that first time. Go ahead and tell us, guys, what's been going on with you.
How you doing? My diagnosis was originally in February of 2022, and I had started to lose strength in my hands and in my legs and overall strength. And I accidentally found out about body science on YouTube.
I didn't know that.
On YouTube, I was watching the YouTube videos, and I saw Amy's talk on one of her conferences that she was on, and I was listening, and I said to my son, who was sleeping on the couch, "This is where I need to be." I said, "Are you listening, Charlie?" He said, "No, I'm sleeping." I said, "Get up. This is what we need to be. This is what I need." She's talking to me. And so from that time, we did research and watched all the videos, and then we started the process. And so in June of this year, we came down for 3 weeks, and 2 weeks in, I have a paralyzed right-sided diaphragm. 2 weeks into treatment here, I started to breathe on my own
couple hours
in the morning for like 2.5 to 3 hours without the machine, and which is pretty exciting, considering I couldn't breathe on 2 lungs unless I was using my BiPAP machine.
I think about when you guys were driving down, so we're middle of July of 2023 right now, when you guys were coming down and you called, and I remember seeing you in the passenger seat and you were having a hard time breathing, and you had, I thought, the pulse ox on your finger. Did you? And we saw like a mid 80. And I remember saying to you, you're gonna take a handful of deep breaths and hold them. When you came down, you were having a really, really difficult time breathing. I wasn't sure if on the way down you were gonna have to go for an admit in the emergency room. So I agree, the fact that during that visit about a month and a half ago that your breathing improved, it was right in time, because it was really becoming a major problem.
Well, that's not, it wasn't the first time that happened, but just par for the course. So we went home after 3 weeks here, after 3 weeks of treatment. The crew here is amazing, the people that work here. But the people, excuse me, the being around the other people who are in the same boat as you can't put a price on that. How you feel when you're communicating and making friends with people who understand.
What you going through? Not now.
Well, I'm going to jump in there and say, imagine, it's not just being with other people. For me, I think the really important part, it's like you come in with the idea of motor neuron disease, ALS, and then you see a lot of people here that are showing improvement. And it changes things, because imagine, Ned, this time, you're one of those folks. And for everybody that was here last week, imagine you were one of 4. You come into this place, you see 4 other people that are starting to show improvement or showing some really impressive improvement. It changes how you think about this. And so I agree, being together is huge. You become a cheering squad for each other, and you start to look at the possibility of getting better, and then you actually see the reality of getting better, and you've got a bunch of other people in the room, because this time around you've decided to sit some of the times with people that were just brand new this week. So they, for the first time, see somebody that's getting better. It's your breathing, but also you've regained the use of your wrist. And so imagine, for everybody that's in your room that's brand new to this, they came in the same way that you did last time, which was your first time, which is, I hope that I can see improvements. Hard to know if I can or I can't. And then you get in with a bunch of other people and you see, imagine this week, for the first time, we have somebody that is able to make sounds again, make his words, bulbar, but able to actually clearly speak in a very short period of time. It's our fastest. And again, you're the fourth. It's surprising. So I imagine for everybody in that new room to be able to watch you, I mean, imagine you give that hope to everybody that's over there.
That's what this place does. It gives you the hope. See, my arms just flapping in the breeze. About a week and a half ago, I was able to just get it to go. So
And you can bring it back.
bring it back, and go.
So what happened was, you let me know last week, this is 2 weeks, that you could move your wrist. And then, Anne, you had made the comment that, yeah, Ned, you can bring your wrist in, but you can't bring it back out. And then Ned's point is, I can. So watch this. And Karina is next to me. You guys can't hear her voice, but she was like, okay, well then let's see it. Go ahead and bring your wrist to a neutral position and then move it out slowly. And I tell you what, it was perfect
proved me
control,
wrong.
both in and then moving a wrist to that outside position. It's a lot of improvement in a very short period of time. We were talking about just the number of motor neurons that need to be choreographed to regain the use of that rest. We know it's just a starting point, but it's an important starting point, that and the breathing.
Yeah, anytime you get any improvement, it's a big deal. With this motor neuron diseases, as anybody sees in the other videos, that's kind of my inspiration to do what other people before me have been doing from here. I watched the video of, Tommy moving his wrist. I think mine's much better than his.
Oh my goodness, the gauntlet, huh?
I'm from New York. It's got to be a competition.
Tommy, are you out there listening to this?
Isn't
Can
he
you
in the other
believe
room?
this?
But anyway, no joke. I'm just joking. But the people around here,
Look, I like the contest of the whole thing.
yeah, it's got to be competition.
Of course.
No, it's everybody's stories is what helps you get through it. And the people that you meet here are amazing. The staff here is amazing. And it's the outside of the box thinking and the overview of the way that Amy does her research and her thought process. It just makes so much sense. The doctors, I'm not going to knock my doctor. I have really good doctors. And since my diagnosis, we have not had anybody as much as roll eyes at anything that we've said, even though they can't help us. But conventional medicine says, you have ALS. Sorry about that, but there's nothing we can do. And when you come here, it's just the opposite.
You have hope.
We have hope. And I never had that feeling of no hope. And it was, I'm just, I guess by the grace of God, found a place that also has nothing but hope. So,
Thank you.
We're in the right place.
Listen,
Thank you.
on our side, we're more than hope, right? We know we got to get a handle on this. That must happen. We've got to get a handle on this to see this amount of improvement in this short a period of time. We were in the middle of doing a discharge when we decided to do this video, and the question is, do we have the right strategy, or do we want to start changing things? I know we were talking about belly health, we were talking about fungal overgrowth, but what we know for sure, we know we've got a pretty good plan because we came up with a theory during the Zoom call. We executed during that first 3 weeks. And within a very short period of time, we already saw the improvement on breathing. And now what we're seeing is regaining function in your wrist. We stay true
Stick
to
to the
that.
course.
Yeah.
Stay the course.
I can't thank you guys enough for doing this video. The same way, Ned, that you're describing watching videos, I agree. There's who knows how many people out there that will see this. You got to wonder who now is going to be the person that throws the gauntlet down for you. Somebody's going to be like, oh yeah, Ned, watch what I could do.
Bring it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? No truer words from an iron worker. I'm going to come close. Those are words from an iron worker for sure.
Yep.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
New York style.
New York style iron worker. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.